Hi folks, this episode is loaded with beginner tips you won't want to miss, so let's get building. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on great tips on how to play the game of City Skylines, and click on that bell, otherwise you might miss out on future episodes of the City of Lakefield and you don't want to do that. Here we are in the beautiful little tiny town of Lakefield. Population 1,615. It just went up. And we're growing strong. So let's keep building. But the question is, what do we build? Well, first of all, before we build anything, I guess I have a problem here. So that's one indication what we might build. And of course, if you look down here at these zone bars, it tells you what's in need. And right now, I'm in terrible need of some residential. But let's just pause the game so it doesn't get out of hand and see what we can do about our electricity. We have $37,000 and some change, so let's click on electricity and we're in trouble. So let's go to our budget and see what did we do with electricity. Well, it's at 100%. I don't want to raise it any higher. So let's go back and see what sort of asset we can add. I'm going to go way over here by my industrial area, and I'm going to see, oh, we can buy new land, so that's something to keep in mind for later. And I can add a coal power plant, and I think I'll do that right there. Oh, you know what, I'll put the dirty coal power plant right no, I'm not going to do that. I want to leave that area for future not future industry, for future development. Now, one thing I gotta be careful of is this road's probably going to be a lot wider in the future, so let's just build a road that goes off to the side here. And I did not want a gravel road. How did that get in there? So let's take that out. And let's go to a 2-lane road, which is what I really wanted. And let's put a 2-lane road in there. There we go. And now that I have a 2-lane road, I'll put some water. And now I can put some electricity there. Well, actually I'm going to put a power plant there. And put it right about there. And it's connected, so I don't need to use any power lines. So we're doing well. And let's just go back. And I'll hit play. And we'll see what happens way over here, where all these little electrical bolts are doing their thing and they're popping away. Alright, so let's get back to the business at hand, which is getting some more that green stuff. Oh yeah, that's residential. I almost forgot. So let's just click on that. We're going to make some more roads, which is kind of boring, but it needs to be done. And I'm going to stick with the grid system because it works for me. And I didn't do that one right. Oh, that's just a little tiny bit crooked, so we'll bulldoze that. Just like this. That's better. Okay. And I don't want any more industrial down here. I'm going to build some residential out this way. That'll expand my residential area and do the same thing over here. And I gotta watch my budget. Oh my goodness, I got carried away. Got canals. I'm down to $8,000, so let's just get some residential in there before everything falls apart. And I hope it doesn't. I hope I have enough money left to put water there. Well, we'll see what happens. So far, so good. Yep, it's working out just fine. Got lots of water availability and lots of sewage. So let's let it build, and I need to have it make some more money because I'm getting kind of low. So while it's doing that, let's go over to the info view And take a look over here. There's all sorts of icons here, and this is a lot of good information that'll tell you about what you need to do with your city. For example, if I click on education, I'm not doing very well at all. My elementary school availability is 0, and I have 273 students. High school is terrible, university there's no need, and public library there's no need. So really it's elementary and high school that I am just sucking at. Here's another interesting one, is resources. I can close that. Shows you where your resources are. Right now in the square I'm in, there's just a little bit of forestry, but not much else, which is okay, because right now I'm just trying to build my city. Another important one to look at, and all the important ones to look at, really involve your vital services. So, for example, that's garbage, fire, police, health, education, electricity, and water. And those are the things that keep your city going. And without it, you're in trouble. My garbage is terrible, so I'm a miserly mayor who's not doing very well here. Traffic's okay. I'm up around 84%. And I got a fishing industry now. Close that. And what's another good one to look at? Let's see now. Go to happiness. They're pretty happy. But it's going to go down if I don't start building other stuff. So garbage is terrible. Education is just awful. And crime. Well, crime is actually really good. Got lots of police stations, and I don't see the fire icon on here. Maybe there isn't one. Oh, there it is. And fire safety. I could probably use another fire station. So, in any event, keep looking at this information tabs, and it'll tell you a lot of information about what you should build next. As per usual, I have more things to build than I have money for, and that's always my problem. But that's how it goes sometimes in this little town of Lakefield, or sometimes that's how it goes in all my cities, but that's the challenge. Lots to build and not very much money. Okay, let's get building, but oh, I got a building on fire, and thank goodness I got a fire station, because there's the fire truck, and he's going to put out that fire that's at Penny's. Well, we don't want that to burn down. Oh, I got 2 fire trucks. And here comes a third one. Oh, I got plenty of coverage, and there's a 4th one on the way. That's amazing. That's just 1 fire station I think I've got going there. Well, that was more than adequate to handle that. So, I've got a little bit more residential, and I really do need to get some other services in. So let's just take a look at my schools, which I know are terrible. But how much is that elementary school? $10,000. Oh, goodness. Well, let's go for it. Put one in, and kaboom. I hope that goes for almost the entire city. That took up almost all my money. So all I can do is cross all my fingers and toes at this point that that was the right thing to do. So I have $4,000 now. Man, I'm running right by the limit here, and I really don't want to take a loan. Anytime I've ever taken a loan, it doesn't seem to work out that well for me. There's a police car going down the street, so crime is taken care of, I hope. Click on that one. Yeah, crime rate is excellent. So that's one thing I'm doing actually very well at. So it continues to grow. Let's go over to the industrial area. I don't see any pop-ups here, any complaints. If you want to see how a building is doing, just click on it. And you'll see that this one's happy, so everything's going well. When I get a building that's not happy, I'll click on it, because there's actually one other thing you can do. And you can actually get more information from the little pop-up. Right now everybody's happy. Well, that's just amazing. Actually, it is amazing. I don't normally have that. And considering I've been a miserly mayor, I don't know why everybody would be so happy. There's one of my very few garbage trucks going down the road. I know I don't have enough of those, or enough landfill sites, so I better put another landfill site in. How much is that? $4,000. I only have $6,000. Well, it's going to have to wait. Yeah, I just have to make some more money. And maybe that's the problem in every little city. I don't know, but that's the problem I seem to be having. Okay, so let's just kind of scan over my city and see how it's doing. I want to go way, way back on the other side of the highway, where I'm kind of regretting what I did over here. I mean, what I did here is I've got a 2-lane road, which eventually is going to connect here, and I'm envisioning this is going to be a very large industrial area. And what I am sorry I did was put 2 landfill sites really tight up there. And I'm glad I've got this power plant off to the side, because I can always widen through here. But I can't move these if they're still... Yeah, that's 3% full. That's 8% full. They're not very full, but I can't move them unless they're empty. And this could be a larger road in the future. So it's not a problem right now, so let's just leave it, but it's something for the future I gotta think about, is to get those moved over to, say, over here somewhere. So the money's going up and the industrial is growing. That's good. And the seagulls are flying overhead. You can tell by the shadows. So we're growing. We have lots of problems and not enough money, but that's kind of the way it goes, I think, in the early days of any game. And you know, even though the people of this city, or the Sims, whatever they're called, are demanding services, you can see that I haven't provided them, and the city's doing quite well, which is really kind of counterintuitive, that if you have these info boxes or these info tabs that are telling you you totally suck at something, then how can my city be doing okay? Or maybe I'm just living under the illusion that it's doing okay. But I truly think that you don't have to provide services immediately upon them getting low, unless it's electricity and water. Those are the 2 vital ones. They have to stay above the water line. They have to stay out of the red and in the green. Otherwise, you're just not going to get anywhere. So this is a busy little intersection. Well, for my tiny little town, it's a busy little intersection. But it's doing well. Well, maybe I can actually do some traffic management here. So let's go to the traffic panel. Click on this. Yeah, it's a little bit red there, but I don't think it's anything to panic about right now. If I don't have to fix something, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So let's just leave it. It's like a helicopter flying overhead when I do these sort of pans, isn't it? The garbage truck, and those little donut trucks always kill me. I'm not sure why we have donut trucks, so many of them going down the road, but we do. Guess it's just all part of the commercial industry. And right now my zones are kind of flattened. So perhaps they're flattened because I need more services. So maybe now's the time to add those services. What happened over here? Looks awful dirty. Okay, I'm going to go back to my services, and remember, I totally suck at schools. How am I doing? Okay. $10,000, boy, here we go. Practically breaks my budget when I put these things in. Kaboom. Okay, I'm hoping that helps my city grow, because it wrecked my budget. Well, it didn't wreck it, but it put a big hole in it. So, in terms of vital services, my fire is great, my police is great, and my elementary schools are good. And if I look back at the education and go to high school, the next thing I got to do is add a high school, but I just don't have enough money. Like, how much is a high school? Oh, $24,000. Okay, it's going to be a while before I can add that. My roads look a little shiny there. Was it raining? Oh yes, it's raining right now. I don't see anybody carrying umbrellas, so I guess the Sims in this city don't care about the rain. Don't care about the rain, I should say. But it's certainly an interesting effect when the roads have a sheen. They don't shine, they have a sheen to them. So what else can I do? I mean, I'd look at the happiness. Generally speaking, I have global happiness is good. So I guess I can't complain. Traffic is still doing well at my very simple connection. That was my point when I started the game, that you don't need an elaborate connection to your highway to start the game. Something very simple works, and it'll work for a long time until your city gets very big. Well, certainly bigger than where we are now, that's for sure. So my conundrum or problem at this point is, well, what do I build next? Well, I'm going to have to think about that one and maybe take a look at some of the services I haven't focused on. Like parks, I haven't built any parks, so that's just, I'm absolutely terrible at that. Well, a small park is only $1,000, so I could probably afford that. It takes away from other things, but if I were to put a small park somewhere, it would really go a long way to... Okay, I just wanted a small park. I think something happened there. Okay, small park. And let's find a nice place in the middle for it somewhere. Why won't it fit? Maybe I could stick it right there. And that covers most of the city I have, and then probably some future development. So let's put it... Oh, it's a little bigger than the road grid I've been doing. Okay, well, let's put it in and suck it up. Alright. So that should improve the happiness of my city, and I'm hoping it'll give it some stimulus to grow. Because I'm looking for that stimulus right now, and I'm wondering what it is. It could be a high school. Well, see, they're starting to go up just a little bit, the zone bars, so I think that helped. Helped just a little bit. So probably if I give them more places to work, that would be good too. So let's do that. Let's see if I can build a couple more roads. So let's just pop some roads in here. And we'll pop in some water. See, I'm already covered pretty well for water. If I just remember, just need them to overlap just a little tiny bit. I don't have to overdo it. I underdid it there, but you don't have to overdo it. And we'll go to zoning. And let's put in some places for people to work. So hopefully that will start to stimulate things for jobs. And we need a little bit more commercial, because we're all loaded up that way. I gotta watch my budget again. I'm at $10,000, so I don't want to blow that. I don't like getting down below $4,000 or $5,000 as a general rule, but I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to that. It's just the way I feel. So I think I'll pop in some more commercial right in this area here. So if I just click on that, and all I have right now is that type of commercial. I'll just check that it has water, and it's a little low. That just covers it. Okay, they're covered now. I'm okay for water right now, and for sewage. So, and what's the population now? 2,600, so not bad. We were around 1,600, I think, when we started this episode, and we've added 1,000 people. We have a nice little park here. You can see some people walking around in it, even though it's raining. And we've got lots of cars driving around, so the city continues. And I'm wondering, oh, something's building has leveled up. That's okay. Just, uh-oh. So the building leveling up tells me that things are going well, but now I have a problem with electricity again. Boy, I gotta... What made that do that? Because some of them just went away. I don't understand that. What just happened? No, they're still there. It's okay, it's still a problem. So if I go to electricity... Boy, that didn't take long. And I don't have enough money for a coal power plant. Oh boy. It's $19,000. I don't like building the wind turbines. I don't think they're a big bang for the buck. Yes, they're cheap and clean energy from the wind, but as it says here, the amount of power produced depends on how strong the wind is, and it's not a lot of power at all. So I'm just going to wait until this no smoking type of sign goes away, and I can build one of those because I need another one badly. And I'd probably put it around here where the industrial area is. So my industrial area is doing fine, and I just got to keep it going. Am I there yet? It's $13,000. I'm not there yet. Today I don't have a lot of patience. I don't have a lot of patience when my money's low. Seems I'm always running on the line, so to speak, in the early days. And I'm not sure if everybody goes through that, or there's some trick to getting your city to take off like a rocket, but mine never seemed to take off quickly. This is episode 3 of the town of Lakefield, and I'm still growing, but just growing slowly and steadily. Not in leaps and bounds, I would say. Okay, I might have enough money now, but it might take everything I've got. I don't. Oh, $19,000. Yumpin Yiminy. Now, why is it that over here... Oh, you know what? I think it was just there was no wires over here. Oh, we're a boomtown now. We've reached a population of 2,800. Oh my goodness, we got here with all the problems we have. I'm a miserly mayor. I need more electricity. I haven't built many services at all. But yet, I've made it to a boomtown, population 2,800. Lots more services available, lots more things I can build. But the issue is having the money to do it. Son of a gun, look at all these things you can build. Well, we got lots of options, just got to have the money to do it. Well, we've reached a boomtown and a population of 2,800, so this is probably a good place to end this session. But boy, our problems abound. The growth is slow in our city, if not flat. We need to stimulate that economy and get our city to grow, and we don't have the budget to do it. I'm a miserly mayor, but the city is still surviving, but just barely. We need more electricity, which is a vital service. Man, I don't know how we're going to solve all these problems, so we're going to have to do that in the next episode of the City of Lakefield. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making it. If you have any questions, note them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Now, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on great tips on how to play the game of City Skylines. And click on that bell too, and that way you won't miss future episodes of the City of Lakefield. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.